Well, I got a whole bunch of packages again. Actually, one more than I usually do. And a lot of them are huge, so they take up a lot of space. Time for another mailbag. So, first one is this one here. And this one came because of a junk from work recommendation. I hope there's no personal information of mine inside this because it does come from Amazon. I didn't think that pull tab would work very well with the tape on it. So yeah, this was 12 bucks from Amazon, and it is this guy. Don't think I need to zoom in. I might zoom in a little bit, but yeah, this is a Pick Quick Multic, I guess. Multique. Not quite sure how to say it, but it is a multi-bit screwdriver, which is made in Canada. Magnetic. All the bits are in the handle. There's a couple Robertson, which is nice because if you have a house in Canada, a lot of the screws for fastening electrical sockets or whatever will be Robertson. Phillips 1 and 2, and 2 flat screwdrivers, common screwdrivers, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, this was, try and get this open. This was 12 bucks. It was a little bit more expensive than I wanted to pay, but it's a, Canadian made, so figured I'd give it a shot. Plus, all the stuff at the big box hardware stores, they're actually more expensive, and you seem to get less for your money. So yeah, this is kind of like a Bakelite plastic. Pick Quick Multic. Doesn't feel all too skookum in the hand, but yeah, I need it because I need something with a narrow shank, or the narrow bits, to try to get in deep into things I open. And the way this works is you take the bit that's on there and you just push it through from the bit you need, and there you go. So yeah, I'll have at least the 2 Phillips will be useful around the bench, and then the other stuff will be useful around the house. But it's pretty strong magnet here, and I'm not sure if this is a stainless screw, but yeah, that one's stainless. Fantastic. This guy, I think all these actually come from the gauge cluster on the Honda, so none of these are ferrous. Need to find something with metal. Oh, maybe it's just not very magnetic at all. It says magnetic. Don't know. But yeah, $12 on Amazon. I think it's a good purchase. I'm always looking for a freaking screwdriver when I'm trying to make or break these connections here. There we go. Yeah, it seems to fit very nice. I think I'm going to like this. So thanks for the recommendation, Junk from Work. Next one up is this little guy. Took about a month and a third. I paid $2.32 Canadian. And it says extension line ×1. Now, extension line sounds a lot like it's going to be cable based, so I'm hoping not to cut through it. Cool. Let's have a look at this. So what this thing is, this is an extension cable for PCIe, I think it's 1X. It's the number of lanes. And basically, I have a home theater PC, and it's an older one. I won't tell you what processor it's running, but let me say it was already not state-of-the-art in 2012 when I built it. And anyways, I bought a USB 3, like a PCIe card to go into it, and it turns out there's only one PCIe slot, and that's for the graphics card. The other ones are just PCI. So there's the 116X PCIe, and there's a PCIe X1, which is underneath the graphics card. So I figured if this adapter is small enough, low profile enough, I might be able to fit this in underneath the graphics card and bend it at a sharp angle and be able to use my PCIe USB 3 card. It looks like it might be able to, but this might be a little too tall, so I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to give it a shot. This is just a dumb cable. All it is just a pin-to-pin sort of extension, but hopefully it works. If it's too high profile, then it won't. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted if it did. On to the next one. Another little package here. This one says USB cable ×1. And this was $3.29. May 21st it was ordered. July 3rd it came in. So it's actually relatively quick. June, July. Ha! No, over a month. A month and a third again. Seems to be the theme here. Let's take a closer look at this. See, I thought that looking up the prices to these things and the shipping times was going to eliminate the element of surprise, but really, I have a terrible memory, and it takes a few days or a few weeks sometimes to get everything in to take a look at, so I forget. So yeah, this thing here is a micro SD, or those little tiny SD cards, extension, because my 3D printer has a very difficult to access micro SD port. So I can just shove this in here and then shove this end somewhere accessible, and then I can just put in and pull out the micro SD as necessary. So that's pretty awesome. I thought this upgrade was worth the $2, and if you didn't know these existed, now you know. So it's just a circuit board here, and it's just going to be pin-to-pin compatible. I'm just hoping that the high-speed signaling doesn't get messed up by this ribbon cable here. It's actually pretty long. It is just about 52 centimeters, and in inches it is, I don't know, a lot. I could probably get a serious measurement here. 21 inches long. So yeah, very interesting. I wonder if it has the locking mechanism. I think it goes downwards like this. Yeah, it has the locking mechanism. Feels a little on the cheap side, but as long as it works, that'd be awesome. And on top of that, if you put in and take out your micro SD a lot, it could save the socket on the appliance end from wearing. Maybe you'll just wear the spring mechanism in this end. I'd rather replace a $2 cable than a $100 board, for example. But yeah, not too much to show you here, so let's move on to the next one. The last of the little packages. This one is 1x connector. Feels pretty heavy. This one I don't know, because it's another one of these where there's multiple tracking codes and stuff on this package. So if it's the one I think, June 10th to July 16th, a month and a third, $6.51. Let's open it up. I'm pretty sure I even remember what this was. Yep, it's exactly what I thought. Let's zoom in. So what these are You should be familiar with them if you're into electronics, as these are BNC connectors. So these will go, they're the type you find on your oscilloscope, but these are to make your own cable leads. And these are actually fairly hard to find because these are for RG174 type cables. So you have the pins in the middle here. Hopefully we have 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these, it's good. We should have 10 of these. And how it works is you solder the pin. You may have to crimp them, I'm not sure. Some are solder, some are crimp. Solder the pin on the cable, push it in through here. The sort of the outside shielding will go over top of this, and then you slide a little ferrule over the whole thing, and then you crimp it down using a tool like this one. I'm not sure if I have the right size, but I specifically bought this crimp tool because it was supposed to do RG174. Everything is sliding away because my bench is not level. But basically, if this is too small to fit in this hole, you can't see anything, and neither can I. Yeah, it is too small, so I'm pretty sure it will fit in there, and it will crimp these RG 174 size crimp connectors. I'm a big fan of crimps. It's a lot simpler than soldering. Soldering, there's a little bit of extra stuff, extra care you have to take. And if you don't agree with me, let me know in the comments below. But a lot of auto manufacturers, they say soldering is not a valid repair. You must use crimps to ensure a valid repair, because crimps have fewer errors associated with them. So if you're a good solderer, that's good for you. I know I'm pretty good at soldering myself, but manufacturers prefer, actually they demand, that you crimp connections in a lot of cases. But yeah, you see that little pin? It's got a tiny little hole to let the solder go through, and then that'll push into this connector like this. You see, poke out the other end there, and there we go. So these are the male pin but female connector versions. I have the female connectors with the male connectors with the female end also coming in the mail. And these were, if you've noticed, about $6 Canadian for 10. But if I were to buy them locally, they're about $6 each. So 1/10 the cost from China, basically. So yeah, when I'm going to give this a shot, when I'm going to play with this, I am going to make a video out of it. I'm still waiting for the wire. It could be in this mailbag, or maybe it'll come in later. I did order some RG174, and we'll see how that goes. Now finally onto one of the big boys. So this is a huge package. This one came very quickly, under a month, 2/3 of a month, but it cost me a lot of money, $10. And I do remember what this is. Mind you, it's so massive. So again, shouldn't be any identifying info in here. I hope not, at least. Okay, so here are some opening tools. So this should probably give you an indication of what this is. Oh, it opens like a little book. Wow, that's a really good packing job. This here is a screen. Hopefully you can't see me, but this is a screen, the glass portion, for a Samsung Galaxy Tab 4. Digitizer and all. And that is because I smashed mine. Hold on a second. Let me go grab it. So I have owned this Tab Tab 4, sorry, 7-inch for years without ever damaging it, not even a scratch. And then the other day I dropped it, and good game. So yeah, $10.50 for a new one of these, which is I don't know, pretty cheap, I guess. Cheaper than a new tablet. And upcoming will be a video on replacing this thing. I do see a little difference here. Look how far the Samsung is from the edge here, and on the original, look how far it is here. So that'll be interesting to see. But you know, stuff happens, and at least, well, I guess I'll make a video out of my embarrassment. So yeah, if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned in, stay subscribed. And now for the biggest of the big boys. This one's slightly bigger, but definitely chonkier. This is actually more infrastructure for the channel. So I'm sure some of you will have noticed that my scope picture-in-picture type editing stuff is a little wobbly. So I decided to get a different mount to try to stop that wobbliness. So that's what this is. This is actually a knockoff of a GoPro mount. It cost me quite a bit. It was 23 bucks from Amazon. I put a whole bunch of stuff in my cart before Prime Day, and then nothing I wanted went on sale for Prime Day. So that was a shame. So this one is expensive because it includes a cell phone holder, and also I didn't order it from China. I got it right from Amazon. So if it's garbage, I send it right back. But yeah, guess we'll see. And also, oh yeah, it came with a cell phone holder. So I actually use a cell phone to take that footage. And if I were to order a cell phone holder separate, it would have cost me more than getting the cheaper mount and then a cell phone holder. So, you know, the things I do for this channel. And if this portion ever breaks, this portion is a lot cheaper. I can get this on eBay, but even on Amazon, this gooseneck portion without the clamp or anything is like $8 or something. So how this works is it's kind of like it's knockoff lock line with a GoPro base adapter. This guy here, I'm just trying to shine the light on it. I know it kind of sucks, you can't really see it, but this should be stiff enough to hold whatever I need into orientation. And then this guy, wow, these are stiff clamps. So this clamp should be able to hold on to whatever I need to hold on to. This should clip onto the end here like that, and then my GoPro can go here, or with one of these accessories you can put this guy will clip in like that. This guy will go in like that. Don't know how much of this is in frame, probably none of it. This will go in like that. Then the cell phone holder in like that. And then my old iPhone, which I used to record, will go into here. And it actually looks sturdy enough. I might be able to use a DSLR. We will see. I have an extra DSLR which I'm trying to sell on the local Craigslist equivalent, but it seems like everybody around here wants a lot of money for their stuff and want to pay nothing for yours. But anyways, this here should equal a little bit better production value. I don't know how much you guys care about production value, but it was bothering me that I couldn't get it straight and level, and I had to try to get it to stop bouncing every time. So In the next kind of scope picture-in-picture video, there should be an improvement. And all of these things that fill in the deep dark holes in my heart make up today's mailbag. For my regular viewers, I want to thank you again for watching, but a special thanks to my 2 patrons who support me, and that means a lot. If you guys want to become a patron of mine, even if it's only for $1, it makes a huge difference. The link will be in the description. Thanks again for watching.